Will be the next victim. It's an all-new Murder in Small Town X.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised. Previously on Murder in Small Town X.
There's a lot of suspects out there, and at this point in time, I don't trust any of them.
William Lambert is Nate Flint's business partner.
I'm petitioning Mrs. Lyda Rose Bludgett for the sale of a plot of land.
I have not decided about selling this land.
Jimmy Tinker, Abby Flint's boyfriend.
They found Abigail's car. Mary Elizabeth wants to take the place of Abby.
Stacy and Christian are very confrontational, in-your-face people.
I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna bust her right in the face if she says it again.
I feel it'd be better if Kristen did die.
I don't think the killer wants me.
What's wrong? What did you find?
What's going on, man?
There was a disturbance over at Mrs. Blight's home. And I went down there. Power was out, and the door was open, so I go inside, and there was so much blood that I mean, there's no body. I searched it. I got my guys.
You can see it, right?
No, I gotta go back. Why don't I have you guys come in the morning, huh?
Okay, we can do that.
Never gonna freaking stop.
In the quiet town of Sunrise, Maine, a killer is on the loose. A reward has been offered to 10 ordinary people. They have been sent to Sunrise to play the killer's twisted game.
Welcome to Sunrise.
Now, they must enter the mind of a killer and solve the mystery before they are eliminated, one by one.
I believe last week I thought it was the mayor. I still believe that. I think it's the mayor, though.
I don't think Jimmy Tinker had much to do with it, but everyone in this town has a little something in the closet that we're beginning to uncover.
Hopefully, Thibodeau will be eliminated, because he kind of worries me.
Was thinking Lambert, but now I'm not thinking him anymore. I just think he's a real powerful businessman.
Right now, I'm beginning to think that Lambert is a prime suspect, and it's because of the money. You know, money is the root of all evil.
All right, well, as you know, we had a lot going on last night in the town. It appears that Lyda Rose Blodgett has been the victim of a murder. Again, no body was found at the crime scene, but a substantial amount of blood, brain tissue suggests that she is no longer with us. Why was she killed?
The property.
The property? What do we know about that?
Lambert wants it bad. Without it, the hotel will not go up.
So is it possible that, in fact, Lambert may be tied to this murder?
I believe so.
For track one, I want to send 2 people up to the Lyda crime scene, recover all evidence, bring it back, let's get it analyzed. Okay, now for track 2. Last week, you searched Abby Flynn's stolen car and found these $2 bills stamped Grady, Maine. Grady is a small town across the bay, and apparently there's a place called $2 bills. Track 2, go to Grady. Try to find a connection between Abby's stolen car and $2 bills. We have no police jurisdiction in Grady, so we're gonna have to go over there kind of undercover. The next track relates to the killer clue that Kristen brought back last night. It's a can of 16mm film that was processed in 1971. I believe this is one of the most significant clues we've gotten from the killer. I'm gonna have you take a look at it now.
My earliest memory was in 1941 when I was 8 years old. I remember running through a dark hallway filled with smoke. There were Flames hit my back, chasing me. My clothes were on fire, my hair was on fire, and there was no escape. Then a wall collapsed and I was outside. There was so much smoke and flame I couldn't see anyone, but somewhere I could hear people screaming, and the left side of my face had melted and my tongue had swollen. I couldn't do anything but run. I finally stumbled off the wharf and into the tide. A few days later, a fishing boat found me 40 miles away, barely alive and clinging to a piece of driftwood. They spoke almost no English and took me to Bar Harbor with them. I didn't see the town of Sunrise again until I was a man.
He didn't see the town sunrise until he was a man?
That's what he said.
He's like almost 70 now.
Now he's 68 years old.
He was burned in
41.
1941. He was 8
8,
years
so he was
old.
born in 1933.
Do we know when this film was made?
No.
No.
No. So he's obviously come back to Sunrise. I think he would be someone that would be noticeable around town, yet nobody knows him. I asked Frank Kovic to run this picture in the paper to see if anyone could identify this man. Someone did call in who says they know who the burnt man is. We know Kovic is over at Lyda's crime scene. Track 3, get to Kovic and convince him to reveal his source.
This doesn't bother you at all?
I couldn't believe how many crime scenes I covered in New York, Duncan. Get used to it.
Okay, before we choose up the teams, of course, though, we're going to have to find out who the lifeguard is going to be for these next couple of days. We're going to look at the last will and testament of Lindsay.
I think Brian would be a great choice for a lifeguard. He's a good person, and I think he'd do a good job in leading everyone. Thank you. Signing off.
It seemed that everybody was kind of pulling for Lindsay to come back because of the fight that happened right before Kristen left between Kristen and Stacy.
You want the truth? You want to sugarcoat it, or you want me to be dead honest with you?
I think she's going to come back with a vengeance, and she's going to try to get revenge on whoever she feels is key in getting her out.
You're going to be the lifeguard for the next 3 days. I need you to choose our first team of 2.
Okay, to follow up on the killer clue with Kovac, I think Stacy and Jeff should go. Stacy's already had a little bit of experience with Frank. Lyda Rose's crime scene, I'm going to have Angel and Katie go. Going out to Grady, Maine, Alan had expressed an interest, so I'm going to send him and Kristen on that track.
I didn't kill Lyda Rose. We don't think you did kill Lyda Rose. You didn't come down here to bother me about Lyda Rose. We didn't come down here to bother you. We just want a trip to Grady, Maine, that's it. And we hear this is the only ferry service. Come on, tell Butchie to cast off. Let's cast off, guys. Get on.
Jacoby? Yeah, we got the team here. As you can see, there's blood here, and this is the main area.
She was trying to make a phone call? That's what it looks like.
There's drag marks that go out.
Frank, the reporter, he's everywhere. I don't trust him much, but he's a reporter. He has to be everywhere.
Yeah, I want to get everything as best as possible. You can leave us alone in here.
You got it.
I didn't know Kovic was a suspect.
Yeah, well.
I mean, you guys got to tell me this stuff. I mean, I want to have many pictures, you know?
That's why I'm surprised that every time we show up to the crime scenes, he's there. From now on, whenever we show up to a crime scene, do not allow this man in.
I have a couple of questions for you, but I don't want to rush you. I want you to make sure you're finished with all your work.
I'm heading out.
All right. Is it all right if we take a walk with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So you put that man's face on the newspaper.
I ran it. I got a call.
Do you know the person that called you?
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
I was gonna head out there.
Could we go with you?
I'll make you a deal, though. If you talk to me, I'll happily take you out
Let's
there.
make a deal.
Okay?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Excellent.
Deal.
Hop in, Stacy.
All right.
I'm sorry about this car.
Hey, don't worry about it.
They don't pay that much up here.
You know, walked in, surveyed the area, picked up some evidence.
Seemed like somebody shaved her head.
With all the hair was sitting on the ground?
Katie? Same way he snagged himself.
Collect that. Oh, I found it.
A casing, 357 Magnum
Has the
casing.
mark on it and everything?
cases we've been finding.
It's the same thing.
Let's think about where fingerprints could possibly be. Like door handles, telephone. We picked up a small puzzle piece that had some initials on it of one of the suspects, which I believe is really high on my list right now for being the killer. FK, which is Frank Kovic's initials. That's a big clue. That's really high on my list right now for being the killer.
I bet you I press redial. I could figure out who the last person she called.
Hello, Reverend Crandall.
Rusty?
Oh, hi, Dudley.
I'm over here at Mrs. Blodgett's home. Did you speak with Mrs. Blodgett? Did she call you?
Yeah, she did call me yesterday. In the morning. She was calling about the, bake sale that we're having.
In the morning?
Yeah, why are you?
Yeah, because I pushed redial and I got you. If you do remember anything, just give me a call. All right.
We have no police jurisdiction in Grady, so we're going to have each team member wired. You're going to be undercover, so we can keep a monitor on you.
Do not tell me that camera can see right through the pocket in his shirt.
It's kind of scary, isn't it?
That's nuts.
Good deal.
I guess I'll tape the wires to the cord in the back, right here.
Do you see this phone?
Yep.
Okay, good, go.
All right, I'm pressing record right now. Let me see the front of you. Okay, perfect.
How you doing? I'm Alan Fry. This is Kristen. How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Yes, sir.
Oh, this lady, we got her $2 cover right up here.
All right.
Pull her right up and she'll take care of you. Thank
And there's 2 for the drums.
There you go.
I'm not used to strip clubs. I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it, so it's kind of neat to be caught off guard like that.
All right, now put your hands together for that bad girl from across the bay, Mary Elizabeth.
Oh, they're gonna go nuts.
Jimmy.
That's Mary Elizabeth Manson. Give me $2. Give me $2.
Dude, we gotta keep this from happening.
Give me $2. Yes, sir. Oh, yes. This is gonna go nuts.
Even though she is naive, Mary Elizabeth is still a little bit, you know, girls do irrational things at irrational times.
I really had a good time over there. I just forgot about my track. It's a good thing Kristen was with me. She kept us focused. Give me $2 more.
No, I'm giving her. No.
I got to give them both some money.
We need
Do you have any money?
Yeah, 2. I'm keeping 2.
All right, well, I got to give 2. I got 2 right here, okay?
My earliest memory was in 1941 when I was 8 years old. I remember running through a dark hallway filled with smoke. There were flames at my back, chasing me.
You know anything, any fires that were around in this area?
There was one in 41.
That's,
There was one in 41?
Yeah,
41.
Where?
Sunrise.
In Sunrise?
It was huge. It destroyed most of the town.
Really?
Founders Day fire. They call it the Miracle Fire because nobody died.
Bill Thompson.
Frank Kovic. Can you tell us this is him? In color.
Yeah,
is that him?
That's him. Guess like that, you don't forget. It wasn't so much the face, though. It was the way it checked out. It was back in 1971. Right in here. That's where I found him hanging. Neck stretched out like a Christmas goose.
Really?
Oh, he hung himself?
What did he hang himself with?
It was a piece of rope.
I didn't see the town of Sunrise again until I was a man.
Was it ever found out to be suicide?
Well, cops never found out his name, No one came forward to claim the body. They finished the burn job, compliments of the state, buried the rest in Potter's Field on the edge of town.
Did he have any family?
What kind of family's gonna claim a freak like that, huh?
Wait a minute. Don't say he's a freak. Have a little respect.
Wait a minute. This is what I get for trying to be a good citizen?
You don't talk like that. You don't know what kind of family he had. Don't call him a freak.
Hey, wait a minute.
Frank Kovic also is somewhat of a hothead.
When Bill showed us where this burnt man committed suicide, it was amazing how Frank reacted.
It's like part of the reason I got upset in there, I'll tell you, is because for me, family is extremely important, and I'm adopted. And the Kovics adopted me, and they are my parents. My biological mother died when I was a baby. I never knew my biological dad. I mean, they made my childhood golden for me, and I owe them everything.
A little bit of a confession to make to both of you guys, okay? You know Abby's car? I was actually the one who dumped it into the ocean. I did it for Jimmy. You know, I did it for our friendship. He literally was begging me to hide the car. Jimmy actually sort of works here. He does something like some sort of movies. You probably just missed him. He's never here when I'm here.
What's going on here? You all right, honey? The boss wants to talk to you guys.
Is it okay if I leave my stuff there?
Hello?
Mr. Lambert.
Take off your shirts.
Shirts?
I want to see what you're wearing underneath. I know he's Mike.
This is just going off the fanny pack.
Can they hear me now? Because I want to know what the hell you're doing in my club wearing a wire. You're supposed to be investigating these murders. Now you come into my club wearing a wire. Why? You targeting me?
No, sir.
Wait, did you think I killed Lyda?
No, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and interject here. I got a phone call.
No, you don't interject nothing.
We got it.
I said.
Just, I got it.
Okay.
You think I killed Lyda? Just let me tell you a little story here. Shortly after I was born in Sunrise to a 15-year-old single mother, they tossed us out of there like yesterday's garbage. And as I grew older, I came to understand that my mother was driven out of town by a vicious campaign of gossip and innuendo led by her very best friend, Lyda Rose. So do I hold a grudge against Lyda Rose Bludgett? You're damn right I do. Do I need her land? Yes. But I would never kill her for it. Gentlemen, show these fine people the door.
Oh man, he's
You got the $2 bills?
Hell yeah. This guy's a freak. What an idiot. Well, he's number one on the list now. Hi, I'm not guilty, but yeah, you know what? Let me act like the guiltiest person in town.
Hey.
Wow.
$2 bills from a strip club. Where is everybody?
This one chick at the beginning is doing this. Sergeant Allen. God, no, watch this. Watch
She's massaging Allen.
Hold on.
Sitting here.
Okay, brain surgeons. He has a camera in his pocket, and he has to be erect at all times.
Get the camera. What else happened?
So we're talking to these bouncers just completely surround us and grabs our arms and they go, come with us. Oh no. Walk upstairs. There's this dude sitting in this chair in front of his window with his back turned to us. And they go, stop right there. The chair pivots and it's William Lambert.
Kristen does a good job. She's very upfront.
She doesn't mind to cut in with Mr. Lambert. She said, oh, if you don't mind, I'd like to interject. Well, he shut her up, but the rest of us can't.
Oh, yeah.
And then, hey, we have to give Mr. Lambert a standing O when he does his thing.
Yeah.
You targeting me?
No, sir.
Wait, do you think I killed Lyda?
No, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and interject here. I gotta...
No, you don't interject nothing.
You don't interject nothing. Kristen is the only person in the house that is ever annoying to me.
Jeff, I think I'm going to mark in my journal the day you don't rank on something that I say.
Where are your
It could be a
cards?
miraculous
Because I got to be honest, you talk a lot of nonsense.
Nonsense? At least I don't talk about myself 24/7 like you do.
When have I ever talked about myself?
Oh, dude, I'm a model. I know Elton John. I'm this,
yeah,
I'm that.
right.
You're so stuck on yourself, it's pathetic.
Hi.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
I'm sorry to bother you. Is it all right if you come in for a bit?
Yeah, sure. Come on in.
Hi. I'm very nervous about this, but I got this tape to bring to you.
Okay.
It's from my answering machine. I just played it for the first time, and it's horrifying. Mary Elizabeth happened to stop by at the church, and she convinced me that I should bring it to you all.
Mary Elizabeth's strange girl, strange. Stripping one day and then with the Reverend the next.
Why was Mary Elizabeth with the Reverend?
She's taken Abby's place in the church, doing all the flower arrangements. And...
Mary Elizabeth is being saved.
Okay. Last night you logged in some evidence, the tape from the Reverend's answering machine. We're going to listen to it now.
This is Reverend Rusty Crandall at the First Church of Sunrise. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Definitely got.
Wednesday, 10:15 p.m.
Okay.
It was like digging into her head with the clippers.
Okay.
Yeah, like maybe he's stabbing into her head and digging out the hair. And
It's a struggle.
he definitely claws the hair off.
It seemed like it was a pursuit, like she was running all around.
So now we know the time of Lyda's death. Okay, track 1, crime scene. Talk to me.
We collected a puzzle. We thought it was of importance because the initials FK were on it, and we know that's Frank Kovic's initials.
Okay, so you found this right in the middle of this pool of blood.
Right there.
What does that tell us?
That it fell out beforehand, that it had dropped out of someone's pocket before the murder.
Before the blood hit the ground, because they left a blank on the carpet. That the blood came down after the puzzle.
Right, and then the hardened blood tells you what?
It occurred before the murder.
Good job and good observation. Now, you did book a piece of clothing caught on the door leading into the living room. The lab says it's an embroidered cloth, and underneath it, there's small traces of black leather. So...
Lambert's jacket.
Lambert's jacket.
We're gonna need a sample of his jacket to match and see if this is a piece from his jacket. Yes, go.
The Reverend last night invited us to the casino at $2 bills over in Grady, Maine.
Is Lambert gonna be there? That's kind of the assumption we're making. He owns the club. You guys like crashing a party?
Oh, yeah.
Say we do.
I'm gonna send 2 tracks to this casino night. Track 1, you found that piece of material at Lyda's house. See if it matches Lambert's leather jacket. Track 2, Jimmy Tinker may be at $2 bills tonight. Now, Mary Elizabeth said she dumped the car for him. What's his side of the story? Find out. Now, track 3, the burnt man track. Now, you were supposed to follow up with Kovic about the man on the 16mm film. What do we know?
Frank brought us to his source.
To the Trekkers Motors Lodge. This man's identity is still unknown. The man, I believe, killed himself.
So what do we know? We know the guy died in 1971.
Correct.
At this motel.
And I asked, was there a fire of something to burn his face?
Right.
And there was a very famous fire here called the Miracle Fire.
Miracle Fire?
Yes.
In 1941.
1941, Miracle
All
Fire.
of Sunrise was burnt to the ground.
What else do we know about it?
Everything was destroyed. Even the canneries, everything was destroyed. Talking about the population going down, I mean, this was the town's livelihood.
Let's find out everything we can about the fire, because it's tied into the burnt man. Okay, now, I think the best way to follow up is with probably the oldest guy in town, C.R. Flint. C.R. is the father of murder victim Nate Flint. Track 3, Find out if there's a connection between the burnt man and the miracle fire of 1941.
This looks like an abandoned building.
Yeah. This is the old Kingfisher Cannery. This is where Mr. Lambert wants to build his hotel. CR likes to sit out there and think about his life, I think.
All his memories, they come in with the tide and they go out with the tide.
Ooh, spooky.
Hello, CR. How you doing?
Hi.
So what are these buildings back here?
Well, this is my old sardine factory.
Looks like it's been burnt.
Terrible thing happened here.
Brett started talking about 1941, the miracle fire.
After it was over, they never found one dead soul. Nobody died.
That's amazing.
I'll tell you, sardine business died, though. That died.
But he didn't want to really rebuild. He had good memories there. And he just wanted it to be left alone.
Thank you.
The objective for the evening was to obtain Bill Lambert's jacket. We'll get it. We're just gonna keep an eye on him all day long.
What have you been doing? I haven't seen you.
I know. Where have you been?
Working. We had a good time. We got to mingle with most of the townspeople.
You know what? I don't know what your problem is, but I'm just trying to have a good time, okay?
What was that thing with Sam? I mean, what's this thing with Sam?
Look, ever since Sam walked in on the Flint house, she's been screwed up. Dr. Nev is treating her for some weird sleep disorder called pavor nocturnus. It's night terrors. You wake up screaming. If anyone's suffering over the Flints, Sam is.
So, Connor, you and Angel becoming fast friends?
Oh, we just met. There are quite a few good-looking women in the town. There's Deanna Harris. She scares me, though, so I better stay away from Deanna Harris.
What kind of woman are you looking for?
Someone that's friendly, definitely.
Al and I went to Grady. We're supposed to go there and look for Jimmy Tinker.
These folks are looking for Jimmy. They haven't met him yet.
Right, well, he's where he always is.
Where is he?
Around the corner here. Some booths in there. Just go straight back. It'll be the one that's straight ahead. Number 4.
Jimmy?
Jimmy was in a room watching a video, and it was a video he had made of Abby.
Who did this video? You did that?
To the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
We had to talk to Jimmy, had some questions about Abby's car.
We walked in here yesterday. Mary Elizabeth confessed she took Abby's car.
Did she tell you that she made me pay her $600 to do that?
So she said that she did it on her own, but we don't...
She did, huh?
So is there a different story that would help us?
All right.
Hi, Jimmy.
That night, Nate and I did get into it.
Christ, you haven't up there to show your face around here.
What are you talking about?
You're not going anywhere with them.
Told me to leave, so I left.
Get off my property.
I came here, and I had some drinks. I went back. It was stupid to do it, but I was hollering like an idiot, wanting her to come out, and I bashed her car up. Just hoping someone would come out. It was stupid, obviously. I walked up to the front door and looked inside, and I was standing in blood. So I freaked out, right? And I hit the car. I'm sorry that I lied to all you.
Found Lambert. We watched him like a hawk for the entire evening, but we did it in a, a fashion in which he didn't really think that we were staring him down or anything.
If I may be serious here a moment, I've just received word that poor C.R. Flint's flagging health will soon be turning into a court order, which makes me trustee for Kingfisher's assets. With controlling interest in the old sardine factory, we can move forward into to the 21st century. Ladies and gentlemen, the inn at Phineas Point. To the inn.
Excuse me. I've one more toast to make. To Bill Lambert. Congratulations, your dream's coming true, Bill. You're gonna build your hotel the inn at Phineas Point. You can expand the airport because you eliminated one more obstacle. Lida.
Our editor seems to have a drinking problem.
Lay off of me! I'm done!
Fire alarm goes off. We all leave. Katie's outside. I go up to her. Now their job was to get the jacket. They hadn't gotten it yet. I go, Katie, you should take off your jacket. Hand it to me and go over to Lambert and tell him you're cold and get the jacket. I unbutton her jacket from the back and hold her jacket. She walks over to Lambert.
I felt that we had a good enough relationship that I could go over and fake being cold and not having a jacket. I said, Mr. Lambert, I don't know where my jacket is.
I was wondering actually if I could borrow. I can drop it off. That's okay.
Turned around and flashed a smile to the group, and we were out of there.
She walks over to Lambert, asks for the jacket, comes home, and takes all the credit and doesn't tell anybody that was my idea. She took the credit for it.
Hey guys, there's pasta and fish if you want some.
Oh, there it is!
I'm telling you, the girl's a professional. She took off her jacket. She's like, I am cold. Walks over to Lambert. Lambert drapes the jacket right over the shoulder.
We're rolling.
Oh my gosh.
This door's open. There's the rope with the anchor right there. Jeff, I hope this is not a sign.
Because you guys didn't lock that freaking door. Unbelievable. That's great. I'm not going to be able to sleep all night, guys.
All right, let's talk about what you did yesterday. Track 1. Did you get the jacket?
Yes, we did.
Does that match?
It is
a perfect match.
A perfect match.
That was a very good move on your part. It appears to me that for some reason Lambert's jacket was at Lida's house.
Right.
But we know it appears that Frank Kovic was there. Looks like he was there also, or whoever was wearing this jacket. Okay, now for track 2. We're looking for Jimmy. What'd we find?
We found him. He did talk to us about Abby.
Did you believe him?
To be honest with you, yes. To me, what he told me happened, I wouldn't beat up someone's car, but if I ran into a murder scene and someone I'm in love with completely drunk at 3 a.m. in the morning and find myself sitting in a pool of blood, my first thought is someone's still in the house and they see me and they're going to be after me. I'd jump in a car and probably take off.
So he walks in the house and he sees the blood. He doesn't go check and see if anybody's okay. He doesn't go upstairs to see if Abby's okay. He just walks in, stands in the foyer, says there's blood, everybody must be dead.
I'm going to have to say, for me, if that were me, I would probably freak out and run.
I wouldn't. I'd go in the house.
So you people, different strokes for different folks.
Right.
You can't
well, that's
say
the
who he
important
is.
part. I mean,
Yeah.
We've got maybe half of you say you might take off, the other
Right.
half says they wouldn't. So that's something that we can't just count on that he did, even though he says it's so.
Right.
I think Jimmy Tinker's a lot smarter than he lets on. I'm kind of looking towards Jimmy Tinker.
It's time to open the red envelope and answer the killer's question. What is pavor nocturnus?
It's a sleeping disorder.
How did we find out?
Last night, Prudence Connors, she mentioned that Sam was having a problem sleeping.
Night terrors?
Night terrors.
So what's the answer?
It's a sleeping disorder.
Involving night terrors. Sleeping disorder
She
involving night
specifically said
terrors.
that.
Okay, we're posting your answer to the anonymous email site.
Yeah.
Correct.
Good job.
Drew is being taken off our board.
Now we know nothing slipped in our cocktails.
Good work on notifying me and keeping me up to date. I'll see you around 6 o'clock tonight when we'll play the killer's game. Okay? Anything?
Thanks a lot.
All right. Good work out there.
I just want you guys to know that I would like to go tonight. I will request that you pick me to go tonight.
Because I'm like, just, I can't stand her. I can't lie. I can't stand her. I'd rather volunteer and make it easy on everybody. I want to go and get the clue and come back and go, yeah! Kristen is the type of a person that normally in everyday life I would probably just not have anything to do with her ever again. But unfortunately, I have to live in the same house with her. I don't know. I've had enough of her.
Definitely in danger for going out for third night. If the group voted for me 3 nights ago, they're gonna vote for me again. And I'm gonna come back again, and I'll come back again.
It's now time to play the killer's game and open the black envelope. Whole group, excluding the lifeguard, will choose the first person.
My choice to make the walk tonight and play the killer's game is gonna be Kristen.
The cutthroat part of the game is about to begin.
Tonight, I think we're gonna have to go with Kristen again.
Who knows? She might be just like one of those cockroaches that don't die and she'll come back again.
You know, things have been pretty good. I forgive and forget easily.
Can you turn back around? The person that you have chosen to go out is Kristen. Lifeguard?
This choice actually is pretty easy for me today. Stacy came up to me earlier in the day and asked if she could go out on the killer's game. There's been a little bit of strife between Stacy and Kristen, so I think that this will work out well. I wish you both good luck. Stacy, Kristen.
The killer said that there are 2 locations in here that need to be searched.
Choose your own destiny.
Kristen, would you read the location that you're going to first?
Grady Point Lighthouse.
Stacy?
Marine Supply Warehouse.
You will be absolutely alone. So we've given you a special camera to record your search. What I need is each one of you to go into the booth and record your last will and testament and choose who's going to be the next lifeguard and pack your bags. I wish you both the best of luck.
Why do you think people vote you off?
I told you I don't feel like hearing anything negative.
So you know it's negative.
Well, obviously, if it's coming from you, it's negative.
You have to live with yourself, man.
Yeah, and you do.
You need to respect people. And if you can't realize that beauty comes from within, I think you have a lot of hard lessons to learn in the future.
Jeff, you should really practice what you preach. I love fighting with people, Jeff.
Be honest.
I love.
And I think you need to find out the inner.
You've known me for how long?
Like I said, my parents tried to raise me by if I can't say anything
You're
nice,
just embarrassed for what I said about you today downstairs.
Say anything at all.
You don't have to, because you know what? I have absolutely zero respect for you, and it really doesn't matter.
I wish you the best in your life. I truly do.
Okay, well, you'll see me back tonight, so you have to live with it. So sorry.
God help us.
I'll be anxious to see who comes back. If Kristen goes 3 for 3, though, that house might come down.
Yeah, you know why I got sent out? I got sent out because I'm a bitch. But you know what? I spoke my mind, I told people how I felt, and I was true to myself, so I got sent out.
Everyone that knows me, they will all say, I'm a jibber jabber. Don't stop talking. I honestly could say for the first time in 32 years, I met someone that talks more than me.
Isn't that great? You know what's funny? You and I have similar personalities, and that's probably why we butt heads. You don't put up with crap from people, and you know what? I don't either. Honestly, I could see myself meeting you in the future and hanging out with you and going for a cup of coffee.
So you don't think that the end is death, eh?
I'm kind of like somewhere in limbo right now.
Really?
I guess because, you know, when you're surrounded by all this death and violence, it makes you think about the higher power.
Yes.
All this talk about death. Ooh, I don't like it.
Oh, no.
What do you think?
Every time Kristen's left for a track for the killer's game, she's always left on a negative note.
Things were said that hurt her, that offended her. And I think that was totally wrong.
I don't like people to get away with acting the way they act if it's not correct. And I hate people that are enablers.
We all have to understand that she's been sent out 3 times. This is her 3rd time. There's some of us that haven't even gone out once.
dragon flowers. Okay.
Touch amps. D-U-C-H. Touch amps. D-U-C-H.
Welcome back.
I gotta take you gambling with me in Vegas.
Who wants to go out with me next?
It is part of the mental game, is being able to make you switch pace from what you normally do.
But I can easily handle that. I can control my emotions completely.
That's good. Not everybody can.
We don't dislike you, but we want you to work with us so that we can work with you. Let's just be cool.
What about the other people that are seeing your comes? Oh, okay.
I've already spoken to them.
Oh, okay, okay.
Every day is a new day, and this team will be a new team tomorrow, okay?
Sounds good to me. That's a deal.
Next week on Murder in Small Town X.
I will not tolerate anyone that's conniving, manipulating, or lying.
It was one night. Yeah, it was more than one night, Frank. It was a marriage.
There's like 6 degrees of separation. Everybody is connected.
Don't listen. Hey, you back off.
I hope it doesn't get to the point where we start hating each other.
You like give all these God speeches and you don't live by them. It's pretty pathetic.
What are you protecting? Who are you protecting?
You guys are just a bunch of superheroes, aren't you?
Get away from me! Get away from the car!
We have the freaking murder weapon.
What if the family you're part of,
I love these family dinners,
is part of something you never imagined?
A man just killed himself in our dining room, and it's like it never even happened.
Yeah, Bailey, you gotta keep a secret.
Mom, do we have any enemies?
No, of course not.
How do you think your family got all that money, Lily? By being extra good citizens?
What happened to her? Where is she?
What's going on in the house?
Discover the secret of Pasadena. Fridays, Fox Fall.